health elimination sense, not strictly in the virus disappearance sense. What that means for the WHO, elimination is translated like the elimination of cervical cancer as public health problem, as reaching an incidence below 4 cases per 1,000 women years, okay, and sustain these levels. And the way they are talking about within the next century. Because even with high vaccine coverage, the cervical cancer typically develops years to decades after persistent HPV infection. So the big impact will arrive as vaccinated cohorts age and as screening and treatment programs reach scale and stay strong for decades. Okay, for the real world facts, the models suggest that some countries can reach these WHO elimination threshold within a few decades. For example, this is the example of Australia. So no, it's not just a headline, but the timeline depends heavily on sustained delivery, that is vaccination and screening and treatment, not just vaccination alone. And the answer is yes. Because vaccination reduces the risk, but does not remove the risk. So why we still need the screening? First of all, because the vaccine does not protect against every high-risk HPV type that can cause cervical cancer. And because screening might catch rare cases that are not prevented by vaccination. And then we have another factor that some people were exposed before vaccination, especially if vaccinated later in their time life. That is why public health guidance continues to say vaccinated women still need to be screened. Confidence is high for strong protection against persistent infection for many groups, with the main watch point being very long-term durability across all settings and products. So what supports this confidence is that WHO's immunization experts concluded that one dose provides solid protection comparable to 2 dose schedules for many age groups, and WHO updated schedule recommendations according to this view. The long follow-up evidence that exists in real world cohorts, and we have some data to 15 years, some studies, okay, for certain vaccine types and outcomes like persistent HPV 16, 19 are very strong. And some randomized trial evidence showed high efficacy and durability up to 54 months in at least one key trial program. So it's important to say here that for immunocompromised people, WHO continues to advise at least 2 doses and where possible, a 3rd one.